right, everybody. Buckle up, because this student loan forgiveness thing, it's been a wild ride, right? One minute it looks like a done deal, next minute, total detour.
Yeah, tell me about it.
It's been kind of a roller coaster, right? Like, Biden's plan is out there, ready to wipe out billions in student debt. We're talking potentially $20,000 for millions of Americans.
Yeah, that's right.
Huge. But then, bam, legal challenges everywhere, and suddenly nobody knows what's going on.
It's been a mess.
And just this week, well, more like whiplash, right? Remember that ruling in Georgia? Seemed like things were good to go.
Right.
Hours later, a Missouri judge is like, nope, slams down this preliminary injunction.
Yeah.
Hold everything. So, like, for folks at home, what does that even mean, a preliminary injunction? And why is Missouri calling the shots on a nationwide program all of a sudden?
Well, and this is kind of wild when you think about it. One state, in this case Missouri, their lawsuit, it can literally put the brakes on a huge federal program.
Wow.
That's the power of the courts, I guess, for better or worse.
Yeah.
So this preliminary injunction, think of it like hitting the pause button, right?
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't mean Biden's plan is dead, but everything's frozen while the courts try to figure this thing out.
Okay, so pause button. Got it. But let's back up a sec. We know those GOP-led states, they're saying Biden overstepped, that this much debt relief needs to go through Congress.
Right.
But this Missouri case, the thing that makes it different, it's all about this. Mohela. Now, I'm going to be honest, I had no idea who Mohela was until this whole thing blew up.
Yeah, a lot of people didn't.
What is Mohela, and why are they suddenly the star of the show in this legal drama?
So, Mohela, they're a student loan servicer, and they're kind of a big deal, especially with this forgiveness program. Like, they handle a ton of these loans.
Okay.
And the whole lawsuit, it hinges on this idea that if all those loans disappear, Mohela's revenue, it takes a hit too.
So we're saying one company's profits could hold up relief for millions of borrowers. This feels like something out of a weird dream.
Right. It's kind of a head scratcher.
Yeah.
But let's unpack why the states are claiming Mohela would be hurt. See, loan servicers like Mohela, they make money by managing these loans.
Yeah.
So think processing fees, interest, all that.
Right.
Fewer loans equals less money, potentially.
So it all comes down to money, right? But we're talking about wiping out billions in debt. Mohela's cut of that can't be enough to stop the whole thing, can it?
Well, that's the million-dollar question.
Right.
And this is where the legal arguments get interesting. The states are claiming Mohela is going to lose a ton of money.
Really?
Yeah, we could be talking millions, maybe even billions, in processing fees and interest payments.
Yeah.
Now, the Biden administration, they're pushing back on that. They're saying the impact wouldn't be as bad as the lawsuit's making it seem.
Okay.
They're saying the benefits of forgiveness, more people spending money, a more level playing field for borrowers, all that, it would outweigh any downsides.
So it's like a standoff then. One side yelling about one company, the other side saying, think about the millions this could help. And all those borrowers are stuck in the middle. It's like, can I breathe easy or not?
Yeah, and it all goes back to this question of how much power does the president actually have? Can he do something like this without Congress?
Yeah. Right.
This case is about way more than student loans. It gets into the heart of presidential authority and could set a major precedent.
So what happens if anytime a president wants to do something big, states can just sue and stop it?
Exactly. Think about that.
Yeah.
Every single policy, every attempt to tackle a major issue could get stuck in court.
That's kind of terrifying. So what now? Supreme Court, or is there more to it?
There's a very good chance this ends up at the Supreme Court, but it's got to go through the appeals process first. So the Biden administration, they're going to appeal this Missouri judge's decision.
Right.
If that doesn't work, they could try a higher court and maybe even the Supreme Court. And if the Supreme Court takes the case, their decision is it for the whole country.
So this could be months, years even. What does that mean for someone who's depending on this, who's waiting to be debt-free?
It means more waiting, unfortunately. I mean, the Biden administration, they were apparently ready to start forgiving these loans, and then this happened.
So for now, everything's just on hold. It's like, don't call us, we'll call you, but for your financial future.
Pretty much.
I bet there are a lot of people out there ready to just scream into a pillow about this whole thing. But before everyone panics, this isn't over, right?
Definitely not. The Biden administration, they've been very clear. They're ready to fight for this program. It's a big part of their plan, and they're not giving up that easily.
Which takes us back to that bigger question, right? The whole executive power thing. If Biden can't get this done, what does that say for future presidents?
Well, yeah, that's the big question, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because it sets a precedent, right? Like, anytime a president tries to do something big, there could be lawsuits.
So anything could get tied up in court for years.
Exactly. Think about any major issue, anything a president wants to tackle, it could get stuck like this.
It's like the courts are becoming another political battleground.
Kind of, yeah. And it's easy to forget about the people in the middle of all this.
You know, it's with the student loans.
Right. Their lives, their financial futures, it's all on hold while this gets sorted out.
So as we wrap up, what's the one thing you really want people to remember about this whole situation?
Remember the people, the ones with student loans, they're the ones who are really affected by all of this. Their stories matter and their struggles. It reminds us why this is so important.
It's not just about laws and politics, it's about people's lives.
Exactly.
Well, this has been quite the deep dive. Legal battles, political drama, and of course, student debt. What a combo. But as always, we're all about staying curious, staying informed. This story's not over, folks, not by a long shot. So until next time, keep exploring, and we'll be here to guide you through the next deep dive.